Let's read source 1 for the Colonial Women investigation. It's titled Life Among the Seneca by Mary Jemison. But first, let's look up here at the central question because that's our purpose for reading this source. Was there a common experience for women in colonial North America? Okay, now let's read the source and let's start here with the attribution to see where the source comes from. Adapted excerpt from Life Among the Seneca, as told by Mary Jemison and published by James E. Seaver in A Narrative of the Life of Mary Jemison, 1824. And we would find that here in this URL. Now let's read the headnote to find out more details about the source. Mary Jemison, 1743 to 1833, was captured by Seneca people in 1755 when she was 12 years old. At the time, she lived with her family on a farm on the Pennsylvania frontier. The Seneca adopted her and gave her a Seneca name. She learned the language, married 2 different Seneca men, and had 7 children. She chose to stay with her Seneca tribe instead of returning to her European family. She dictated her life story to James Seaver in 1823, who published the story in 1824. Okay, now we're ready to go into the source itself. Let's read what Mary Jemison said. Our labor was not severe. The Indian women have to get all the fuel and bread and perform the cooking. Their task is probably not harder than that of white women, who have those things provided for them. In the summer season, we planted, tended, and harvested our corn, and generally had all our children with us, but had no master to oversee or drive us, so that we could work as leisurely as we pleased. We had no plows, but performed the whole process of planting with a small tool that resembled a hoe with a very short handle. We carried out our farming business according to the general custom of Indian women, which is as follows. In order to work quickly and at the same time enjoy each other's company, they all work together in one field or at whatever job they may have on hand. In the spring, they choose an all-active woman to be their driver and overseer when at labor for the ensuing year. She accepts the honor, and they consider themselves bound to obey her.